you probably given more than you received. And in this giving, you've taken losses while you witness other people win. And this has not made you jealous or envious, because if you truly are a spiritual healer, you probably thrive off seeing other people. Uh, you thrive off seeing other people win. You thrive off seeing other people grow, reach their goals, and uh, you know see their dreams come true. Like, if you're a true healer, like, you don't necessarily deal with the weaker emotions that most people deal with when it comes to, like, people reaching certain successes in life. You look at it like, truly, you probably get more joy from seeing other people win than in your lifetime, than even going after your own goals or dreams or whatever the case. And mainly because this is just how you're made. This is your makeup. This is like your the spiritual code to you. Like, you are a person sent here to get people places. You're a person sent here to get people places, and you come with a certain gift. And this gift is the gift of energy mechanics. And what this energy mechanics is being able to work with energy in a way that traditional people don't know how, or haven't come into realization of how to do this, and probably haven't got the hands-on experience to know how to do this. And for any real healer, even you have walked a path to where you were unconscious of this ability that you had. For a lot of you out there, you may just now be walking into this discovery that you have a healing gift. You have the gift of healing. And for me, I'll tell you this. I was thinking about my life, and I had a major epiphany the other day. And I was like, man, I'm a healer. I said, I'm a healer. Oh, I've always been a healer. And it was like a surreal moment. And it was like, Damien, how didn't you know this? How didn't you not know that you were a healer? I mean, the signs have always been there. Like, it's always been right in front of your face. But truly, I've been so unconscious of it because I was so focused in a 3D, I could not even see, like, my power. I could not even see my natural gift ability. And what I mean with this, like, healing is healing is like the most blessed gift on this planet. To be able to basically look at someone and see where they're hurting, see where their pain is, see where their gap is between them and even the person that they desire to be for themselves. And on my journey, I've, I've, I've been sent a lot of places, and I was just wondering, like, looking back, I was like, God, why has God just sent me so many different places, and I've worked so many different jobs, and like, I mean, on a journey, I would lose jobs and get into other jobs and stuff, and probably I have my skill set experiences is so high because I've had to rebound from working like pretty much, if you can think of a place, I worked there. I mean, from highs, from low spots to medium high spots, and developed a lot of skill sets along the way, and this even helped my thinking process. But also, I met a lot of different people, and the places that I went. I mean, I to this day, I still get messages from people telling me how much of an impact I had on their lives, and and I mean, I even see like sometime through media the influence or the impact, even if they haven't even if they haven't vocalized this. Like I can see a change in a person as to where when I met them and um and after I met them, and I was so unaware of this healing gift, and it's really like when I say a gift, healing. You don't necessarily have to do anything. Sometimes it's just your presence. Sometimes it's your ability to empathize and listen to people. Really listen. Sometimes it's your ability to really see people, really see them for truly who they are. It's a lot of people out here that have walked through life and nobody's ever just looked at them and saw them. Like just said, I see you. I walked up to people and said, I see you. And they'd be like, what do you mean? I see you. They'd be like, what? You see me? They're like caught off guard. And then I'll tell them about themselves. And they'll be like so thrown back. Like, how do you know that? How do you know? How can you see that? And this is like somewhat of that ability to look at people and almost see, like, not only see their pain, see their emotional story, see their story, because life leaves a lot of signs. And if you are truly sent here and you're some type of like earth angel, star seed, or light worker, or something like that, you have probably from a young age you have really been interested in the behavior of people and been interested in the psychology and just really observing of people. And through your life, you probably stop like this critical analyst of like when you were younger, and it became more of a natural thing to where you can look at someone and you can see their story. You can see who they are. And sometimes just to see who somebody is, just to talk to somebody and tell them you see them and be accurate, it can go one or two ways. It can throw them all the way back to where they're scared, or they feel seen. And sometimes for people who've never been seen, it just feels so good to be seen in a world where everybody's moving, walking past, and they may misunderstand you. They may misinterpret you. They may not. They may look at you and look at certain aspects of what you do or how you dress, but they can't really see you. They can't see you beyond this 3D physical realm and see who you really are. And like I said, people's stories leave clues all over them. And generally, like if you're a person grounded in this physical world, you won't see those clues. You're gonna miss them. But a healer is gonna be able to look at a person and see that person's story. And we're in a time right now where a new earth is upon us, and things are changing, things are shifting, and a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are majorly confused because some people are waking up and they have no concept of like what they're going through or what they're about to go through. They're and if you've been on a wake up journey like me, this thing there wasn't no smooth sail. You get what I'm saying? This thing wasn't no get on the boat. We leave in the Pacific, and you know what I'm saying? Like we go, you know what I mean? We're going across the ocean. It wasn't no smooth sail. Um, it was like a spiral, and man, it really takes a mad scientist to get through it fully because there's a whole lot of false endings. There's a whole lot of false endings and the false you know like you think it's over and it just keeps going. So healing is if you don't know, healing is the wealthiest gift that you can have. And I know a lot of healers are in hiding, and mainly because if you walk this path, uh, and you know, like even if you were unconsciously healing or consciously healing, people leave with a piece of you sometime. And because you're an overgiver, uh, and you'll give to the capacity that you need to really help somebody get to where they're going or get to the mental or emotional place that they need to be at or spiritual place. And and a lot of times you know, you may have self-sacrificed yourself way too much, and it's turned out bad for you because people didn't value it. They didn't value it because you gave this gift away too abundantly, and it's just because it's just your makeup. And you know, I look back and it's people, and like I said, life leaves signs, and I had that epiphany, like, oh man, I'm a healer. I look back and I was like, everybody I walked to, like when I was walking with them, life got better for them. But somehow I was sinking in low energy, or I was becoming uh, like my life wasn't in its highest path. And you know, and and especially if I would spend a lot of time with people, I would see them thriving because your presence gives off a certain healing energy and gives people the power or the enthusiasm to face life, because that's the energy you give off, because you've had to overcome things, and you've had to face life, and you carry that energy with you. You know, and healing can be a lot of different forms. I mean, healers can go as deep as, you know, healing internal sickness, and go as deep as, you know, not just sending off energy and like motivating energy for people. Like there's healers on a lot of different levels. Like, you know, like I don't want to say this, but like, you know, people always ask me that, like, Damien, how do you look so young? I've learned how to literally work with energy to keep myself young, I guess, and vibrant. And people may say on this video, like, he's talking crazy now. But if you're a real chosen one, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you have the ability to even stop your aging process. I mean, not completely, but like basically suspend it on a level to where you're not aging very fast. You're aging very well. And of course, there's a lot to this, but it takes it's a certain healing art. And just as well, if somebody can do that for themselves, they can do it for someone else. But it goes back to like the story. It goes back to what I remember with the story of Jesus when he was going around and he was healing people. Uh, he would he would always ask people, "Do you believe?" And if they said yes, and if their mental was in agreement and they truly believed, then it was very, I wouldn't say simple, but it was a lot easier for him to do the works that he did. because people were in agreement. And a lot of times, with people as a healer, you're not necessarily going to be able to heal everybody because a lot of people don't believe in this type of thing, and they believe things are supernatural. And when man has been so boxed in that the things that are really like normal, supposed to be normal things for the human, uh, are not, because the limitations that have been put on humans through this 3D physicality by a higher agenda. But I don't even want to go into that. But like, it takes me back to a story I was telling my nephew the other day. I think it was about like a cricket or something. It said like if you put a cricket in a jar, I think it's the cricket. It said the cricket is like capable of jumping like so many amount of feet, shooting past. But if you put it in a jar and you put it there for like a day and a half to 2 days, and you open that jar, that cricket won't jump again. It will lose the belief that it's even possible for it to go anywhere. And a lot of us come in this world as children with these ideas, and I remember I still pay attention to kids, and when they talk and they have all of these great ambitions and they could do all of these things, and I think all of it's very possible, but it becomes very unreal as they trudge the road through life and people talk limitations on them. So I guess with all this I'm saying, I'm talking to my healers, like, if you're a healer, realize you have a gift, and your gift is worth more than money. It's worth more than money. Money is not real currency. Energy is. Everything in this world is just a mockery. I don't want to say mockery, but it's a replication of like spiritual things. So realize that you are the wealthiest people on the earth, and your journey has been about you learning to set boundaries for yourself, learning about who you are, self-discovery, and learning how much power that you have, and the gifts that you do have, and not to take these things for granted. And that's what you've probably been in isolation. And if you haven't found this out yet, this is like you're a healer. You're a healer at some level. And like I said, there's a lot of different levels. And, you know, um, you don't have to be working in some high level degree. Just sometimes you just showing up for people and listening, empathizing, knowing what to listen for, knowing what to respond to. These there's so much lack of presence. And as a healer, you have this. So don't discount yourself, and realize, I mean, if you're chosen right now, you're going through some things, sit there and be grateful that you have a gift that's worth more than any dollar on this planet, you know? And thank God. Have gratitude and realize your path has not just been about you. It's deeply connected to others. And you have not known the impact or the ripple effect that has occurred just by you existing here. So keep existing and keep being great. And with that said, I'm out.